Good evening, everyone. I'd like to robust response. My name is James Rouse. I'm the Commissioner for Planning Development for the City of Mount Vernon, and welcome to the very first meeting, phase 2 of the comprehensive plan. Starting phase, phase 1, which I know some of y'all have been before participated in phase 1. Thank you for that. But you know, we're really happy to be able to facilitate this topic. What it is, but the important things we're looking to do here tonight is focus phase 1. And phase 1 is focused on phase 2 is going to focus on here.
And especially during the next year, you begin a second phase of the plan for the city of Mount Vernon. Because I'm a preacher, and we Bible. The Bible says that we have a vision. So it's so important that we have a vision for our city so that our children's children will have a great city that they can live in and build it. So this is so important to put together a plan that's not just from week to week. It is a plan that will sustain generations. And so I'm so excited that fingers off this second phase here at Richmond is encouraging. We do these act, more and more people come out. Because your voice matters and your thoughts matter. And that's how we get a plan to continue to move this city forward to be the great city that it can and always has. Thank you so much.
One of the things, one of the things that I'm excited about with the comprehensive planning meeting as it's open all over the city, and I'm gonna say it just like this, is that people are crossing the railroad track. People who live on the south side, I've seen it at the synagogue, people who live on in the Greenville area, have come over here to Centennial, and that's not something that I think we've become accustomed to seeing in the last 30 years, right? And we are unique, but we are one now. No one gets trash, whether it's in Kingston Gardens, or Eastwood, or on the hilltop, or, in Esplanade Gardens. No one wants a dark neighborhood, no one likes potholes, no one wants quality of life issues in their neighborhood, no one wants vagrancy and crime. And so I think the thing that we want, regardless of what quadrant, what block, whether we live in a tall building or we live in a 1 or 2 family house, I think many of us have the same vision for what we want to see in our community. And so I'm glad that we, are crossing different lines to have this conversation together. Because sometimes it's really only 4 square miles. And I think really only 4 square miles because each neighborhood is there. We don't have big barriers or walls and anywhere around road within a half an hour's walk from that. And so when we bring coming upon our particular neighborhood, our social economic status, for us to always be a very strong Mount Vernon. And that's why it's important for all of us to be with our voices. So as the commissioner said, encourage your neighbors, encourage your friends, and as Centennial has made a new word many years ago, even your friends. Even your friends and your enemies, even encourage them, because only when we have our collective voices at the table can we come up with the best idea for Mount Vernon. As I've walked around the room tonight, I've heard people say, I've lived here 20 years, I've lived here 40 years, I've lived here 50 years, so my people born here. This is all that, we want you to bring all that into what you want to see Mount Vernon do. Many of us knew what Mount Vernon was, right? Well, no place was what it was, but what can become as we move forward, and how do we all put our ideas, even our frustrations together to make that happen. So thank you for those of you who participated in phase 1, and we'll be having a report of that coming out. But we're really excited phase 2 because it does have to do with neighborhood preservation, neighborhood visioning, and the combination of who we've been, who we are now, and who we're going to become as we go forward. So thank you so much to the planning staff, our volunteers, and the entire community. And with that said, I will call up the incomparable City Council President, Danielle Brown Esquire. Thank you. Not useful, but never helpful. If our young people who suffer in their homes, if they don't continue to have babies and big families in our homes, then Mount Vernon becomes something very different in 20 years. So thank you for having a faith in the process and the process. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you. Getting the first phase today. Extremely grateful. I'm having the concept of thank you all for showing up. Super excited about the second part of the conference getting started because we've been waiting for this for a long time. Right? I still am eager to see the room fill out and fun a little bit more. On cases we're over 70,000 people, right? And it's a small fraction of the community in there. So as Mary said, please encourage people to come out of all age groups, right? That there's no age limit or no one's too young to participate in the process. And everyone has one. We go to different communities and we go and utilize facilities, let's think about that now. Think about it, better. It's gonna be great work, so please get all of your visionary ideas. Anything that you go to, let's make sure that we're doing things following our needs. Anything that you go to any other, let's make sure that we're accounting for that. Stay active, don't just come to this one meeting, please come to them all if you can, but as many as you can. Thank you again for coming out, I'm excited to progress, and we'll talk soon.
Mayor. Here, conversation like this, to public workshop, to specific round table, and we've been getting, crowds like this and more, it's really hard. But tonight, the focus of the meeting was supposed to be, are, taking our maps, and like all this data, wonderful data that we're giving us, if it is right. With the impact there, is a long time. Be sure to say what's up to the mayor and try to communicate with the about so we want to get five days when it's pouring, it's like, here, city. Vision. Something a little different than, the rest of our community. What people are afraid of. So, and sometimes we just, but it's too often. Albertan has accepted the ideas of outside people coming. Saying, well, we have something that's free, no member of it. Being just, roll out the red market. Do. That's not. thing I keep saying is, I don't like to focus on the word problem. On with comment. So, I'll go over, big for the, you know, focus, give a little more idea.
Here with you today. I also want to have the advisory committee member that have to raise your hand. Thank you for your time. Also, put it in the last time. So, before we get started, we'd like to set significance for our spaces and how we are showing, you know, are committed to really being respectful and present. So they're up here on the presentation behind us, and they're also on your agenda. So the first one is just to be respectful, right? We know that this is a big deal, that's good, and that's what we want. I make sure that as we're in conversation, we, you know, pushing back on some ideas that we're doing, all of this engagement and really collaboration with each other. The second one is that off that matters. Spaces, this is an encouragement to make sure that you hear, now we can hear your voice. You're someone who loves to chat. We want to hear you from you too. And also, one night. Yeah, have one next time. Make sure that we're hearing from all of you guys as we're sharing. We're only hearing one voice at a time. Clear. And teacher comments brief. So again, we want to make sure that we're hearing from you as many of you as possible throughout the evening. And we're going to hear kind of from you in different ways, first, writing things down, through conversation. Can bring that as many present is again our organization. We're on the phone. We have appreciate the fact that you took the time to make it here today. We are and one another. Other again, we don't expect you all to agree, and that's okay, right? In the struggle of discussion is where we kind of get to the best idea. And so if there's something that you really want to back on, we encourage that, and we just ask that you push it back. That's being shared. And also from your own experience, right? I know that this plan has not helped us create it. So we really consider the ideas around what they are. We really need space for the diversity leaders and time. Can we all agree to use those agreements tonight to work together? Class, that works. Great. But Commissioner Ross, with a brief presentation just to talk through what this plan is about, for some of the new businesses, and so we talk about what we want going to talk about what's coming down the pipeline over the next 9 to 12 months. And then we're really going to send the bulk of our time together, an activity where you're going to spend some time reflecting on some topics that you're seeing around the room. You're going to share some challenges or that you have on facilities like this, particularly in your buildings. And then we're also going to see opportunities or ideas for solving, right? Or not only thinking about what's not working, and then we're going to move into the room through a gallery walk. That's the space to see other people's ideas and also favors around building on that, asking questions about what else is when it comes to the topic. So we'll get to all of that, but we're going to turn back to Mr. Brown, so we can do the grounding and we'll get
Thank you. So before we jump into the plan and what is who is here? Important. Well, I think this is a little presentation for you, talking about the concept, what the comprehensive plan. How this is in any other plan. Comprehensive plan. If want to plan this up to begin. Please stop. That
sense for a lot of people.
Yeah. You know. People. So the other reason a lot of development. We got that time. So that's Poland, we got to think. So, did it count? Did it count? And that, we don't. soon. And your, but where do you want? You don't have that. Yeah, so that's what we, located with what? On one word. Primary. So these are two of our team members who will be working on something that is.
Get more people to come to those. And then do. And then we have to. But I'm asking you again, like, no matter there, really happy, that's most of the, when we have some person who's really happy. So he doesn't, you know, six or eight. He comes to the community organization. Yeah, I don't, sorry we heard that, that's definitely not the response. But especially now because phase two is focused on neighborhoods, that's exactly what we want to do. I mean, we want to make sure that there's still these spaces, right, that are available. Have 3 of these meetings scheduled for the fall and we'll have them scheduled in the year. But yes, because of our neighborhood conversation, we want to be able to go to the organization and whatever clubs, right, that are already bringing folks together to talk about that. Because you all already have them. That's the invitation. Can you put up your, and I'll provide at the end there and have our planning department number. We also have various associations, neighborhood associations that are part of the advisory committee, so that's the other way that we can encouraging different constituencies, right, residents to know that this is happening and start to see. So maybe one more question, we can get to the activity. Rich people, one different one, over 2,000, over 20,000. So, this go through for, you know, the thing that is so this for face. I work wonderful. I probably work with my board. There's no dance, no music, nothing. So we focus on that, and I told that. But then also the youth, the focus on the school. What you do, there's no dance. What we have on the board. Thing. So it's not a point, right? No. That
Those that went out there and will be brought. So I said, the whole building on Third Street, the whole building. About it because it's like, unless we identify it, people don't get to it. People. But this is it, the whole thing, correct? Yeah, yeah. Can I answer her question please? Am I allowed to? Thank you. Yeah. And what does that do? Let's do talk. Is this good? Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Okay. Good. Is this something you want to see or just like, no way? Because we have heard the same thing. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. $7,000 rest day. I can afford that. It's not about me. You're making it about me. It's about everyone. We're facilitators. We are facilitators. We're facilitators. So just let's hear it tonight. That's what we're here. Just, let's, can we have one conversation, please? Thank you.
And I think, part of what you're saying, right, is that there are things that you don't want to see, and part of this activity is to hear from you and everyone here, what concerns you have, and like what you want to see, right? So that's really the substance of this activity, and we want to make space for that discussion.
It's not about what we want.
And what you want.
It's about what everyone else here
I don't decide what happens. We're here, conversation with you guys. I also want to be respectful of the fact that there are other folks here, and we can definitely have more conversations. The point of this meeting is to get back from you all. I want to that activity, and we definitely continue to have this discussion. So the first one is just a quick item. Some folks have seen in front of you, there's a white piece of paper that has 2 quick questions. And again, because the substance of this thing is focused on neighborhood level, you want to just know where do you fit. You can find that however you want. But neighborhood you're in, you just talk about that intersection. That's how you define home. You can jot that down. And then briefly just share what does your neighborhood do. And so you can, write up some sentences, but think of 3 words. What comes to you? So we're just gonna guys finish share that. And then we're gonna jump into the main activity, which is where we'll actually get into talk about Halloween topic, talk about housing, talk about economic development, and you put up your space to get your feedback and then to be in discussion around this topic. So if it's want to share it in the context topic,
state written sentence and what you don't like, but I feel like the kind of comment are going to do it in a way where you can't respond in a person have to be involved. So it's like, yeah, I think this is coming, it's generation. So we are a generation here and we're looking forward to make our generation and generation that will create a thing very would be a better place. But it starts with what we have here now. So like there's no point in arguing about something that we all have so even the thing. So yeah.
so the goal is to get your individual comments on the question with your fellow neighbors and folks at that topic about both again talk about challenges, but also opportunities and ideas for them. And so we're going to collect the icebreaker piece of paper. Hey guys, one mic, please. One mic. One mic. All right, so yeah, if you haven't already, please fill out the icebreaker document. We'll collect them at the end of the meeting, so you can leave them there at your desk. So, Amelia, if you can go to the next slide, when you have them up already. So up on the board there, you'll see the big topics that we're gonna focus on tonight. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot more conversations about a lot of issues. And we also recognize, right, that a lot of them are connected, but we want six topics. So there's gonna be space to also share your thoughts around housing, around open space, transportation, sustainability and resilience, wellness and community safety, and economic development, right? And again, we recognize these aren't just federal, they are across the city. And some of these issues are connected, right? When we talk about health, that is also connected to sustainability, it's also connected to economic development, right? So we want to provide topics as just kind of focus point for today's two activities. So we're gonna have you spend the next minute just thinking about how we're going to topic time to reflect. And then we're going to do this about we're gonna do this for each of the 6 topics. So we're gonna start with housing, right? So the 2 parts are what is an issue or challenge related to this topic in your neighborhood? It can also be citywide. So that's just, think about things that come to mind when you think about housing from that perspective. And then on a separate sheet, share what is an idea or capture them. What is an idea or opportunity that you can think about to help address this challenge, right? So an issue might be, I need a 3-bedroom apartment. There's not enough 3-bedroom apartments in Mount Vernon to hold, the 5 family. And the solution could be, I wish we had more townhouses or co-ops that had enough to housing family, right? So we're thinking both some of the challenges that you have and also to solve that. And so we're just going to give you a few minutes. You have a 6 notes in front of you. Capture, again, a challenge or an issue and any ideas you have around how we're going to use this. And then we'll move on to the next topic. Yes. Do you have a clarifying question?
So it's not done yet. Now that I have scheduled, this is the family and, they're not, they're, they don't know whether it's, something's wrong or not. And, if you just help, it's fun, one that you can people are moving to the park, focusing on trying to get in. And you have friends who talk to you, so they don't know this to be an asset. No.
That's actually a great example, right? So the issue that you're saying is that you don't feel like you're actually connected and able to build community with your neighbors. So then I would ask you to write that down in your stick, write that down. And I would ask you to think about what do you want to know what I want to make sure that we give some quiet time and sit after, but that was a good example of something that when it comes to housing, having an attorney. So we're going about another 2 minutes to finally write down housing and then move on to the topic. All right, so we're gonna have some staff to go around and, whatever you've written so far, we're start to kind of collect them so that we can start populating our various, boards for the different topics. So feel free to keep going. We'll mark them. And if you've already have your ideas and challenges for housing, we welcome you to move on to open space. So similarly, think about where there are existing parks or green spaces in your community that aren't well maintained, that, you know, that might be a town where there are spaces where there is some green space. Problems that you want to see, where might you want to invest in a tree canopy, where there may be vacant lots in your community that could maybe turn into green spaces. And what are your potential solutions for how to manage large areas? Okay. We'll go down the line and then we'll get into the discussion about 15 minutes or so. So we're not handling our issues to the fund open space right now. Oh, I think. For a playground. Okay, our team's gonna go around, pick up your sticky for open space, so we can get that board ready. So the next topic is transportation, right? So for this one, think about, you know, do you maybe drive around the city? Are you a pedestrian? Are you a walker? Do you like to ride your bike? Do you have a bike and maybe you don't feel like riding? There are some of the issues, think about kind of how you move throughout the city as a walker, as a pedestrian, as a driver. And also thinking about some of the services, right? So when we talk about the B-line or the next door, how do those transportation modes kind of feel, whether they're adequate enough in terms of quality of service, schedule, for your needs to get around the city? So again, what are maybe challenges or opportunities related to how you get around the city? And what are some ideas you have around how we may be able to fix that? Transportation. Right. Wrap up your ideas on transportation, make sure you capture again, how do you get around the city, what's working, what's not working, what are we doing about our, right, how does this conversation, to the sustainability and resilience? So if you know, resiliency is really thinking about how can I learn it, doing a big plan, right? You know, there's quality, I personally like to eat, but growing right. And that's no trees, right? So really thinking about, what is our environment health? What are the issues that you have, you experience, right, the changing here in Mount Vernon? And what are the things that we might be able to do to become more resilient? Right, we know that we're gonna get more rain, we're gonna get a lot more weather events. We want to make sure that we're prepared to address them and are also working to think about ways that we can prepare ourselves and ways to mitigate costs, not just one.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at the paving truck. The board is actually paving up. The price of the economic stuff is thin.
I know. One thing was, one thing that I have a lot of and get conversation about some of the ideas that you all have shared. The sticky notes and I think like in conversation. Right. Community safety, right? So let's put this around, there's a whole personal health, right? And, thinking about access to care and feeling like you can live in a health. There's also safety, right? About violence and not only how this community, but what are the, interest in activities, like whether or not something like, like whether or not, safety. So one of the security safety is a problem. But hopefully when you think of those terms, think about what that means for you. And again, what are some concerns that you have around your personal health, your personal how that translates into feeling like we live, you know, in our, operating in a healthy community and what is that we can do to really benefit. And if you haven't already done economic development, it's our final topic. And again, this is really thinking about what are the kinds of businesses that exist in Mount Vernon that you actually want to see invested in and grow? What are businesses that we don't have here that you want to have access to in your neighborhood or just in the city? What are the kinds of job opportunities you want to see, right? So that there's opportunities for local employment. And what are the kind of existing zones or areas where there is business activity here in the city? What's the nature of that? What is the quality of those areas? And again, what might be some of your ideas about really bolstering economic? So the last one is we're going to talk about farming. Maybe start. Right, 34 seconds. If you haven't come up with your concerns around economic development, around vacant storefronts, around businesses that you want to write that down. Right, 31 seconds to wrap up your final thoughts. We're gonna have more time to add and do our conversation, maybe what some other folks have shared that might trigger some new ideas. So definitely have more things to keep brainstorming throughout the evening tonight. I also want to welcome Councilmember Potteet, who just joined us. Wanted to see what everyone has written across this topic. I think we're gonna start with, at about 5 minutes. Take your number one topic, what's the thing that you care about most, or that you want to learn about the most, and go to that board. Roll for the conversation, okay? But, whether it's or ideas. And also want to start a conversation and might see something and say, oh, wow, I never thought of that issue. I really love it. And what if we did X, Y, and Z, right? And so we just want to also use some of this time for brainstorming together about what's possible and make our ideas stronger. And then also the questions, right? And it's like, hey, that sounds like a good idea, but like, how would it work? What might it cost? And the goal tonight is running on how to answer the questions. To start thinking about what are the kinds of questions we need to answer to really make these ideas and for every hour down the road. So I already see some folks here about the economic development. I want you to stand, pick a topic that you're really excited about. And let's talk.
committee, thank you for the robust participation here with, economic development. I would summarize it, he said, we have a lot of, absolutely. So specifically, we like to see, or specifically we like to see, we like to see a uniform standard for the commercial corridors. We like to see some investment effort to cultivate and attract more businesses, business owners, and attract back to them. So, elsewhere. And there was a particular concern, particularly about the new target. And what a threat that is to any economic development in our city. It's also conversation about wanting to be something for young people, to train them and to prepare them for the private job and job of the future, and that to let them go into and own our local economy.
Looking at the launch.
So, this one was actually very broad, very key. There was a lot of comments around the hospital, so, there's providing, also really connecting that to economic development, right, obviously provide jobs. What does it look like to invest in a local hospital or a healthcare system locally that's actually existing rather than needs? A lot of comments around being, unsafe to walk around, either because it's dark, because there's no street lights. Yeah. Right. And also, related to enforcement team on the law, laws, so we actually, making sure that we're all. And also, speaking about the thing that really, I think, like school, community centers, social spaces for community. And so what else do we have?
So, here we discussed the big topic that came up before and in discussion was adding to the existing greenery of the city and also the existing greenery as well. A big topic. Investors, kind of working in initiatives with business owners to better maintain open space and greenery on existing property. Another that came up too is more additionally, there's a lot of hopefully, initiatives to work with property owners to potentially issues or care. Or what these properties can handle this school or also not as damaging. I'm going to turn it over to Lauren. For capability board. Improve your focus on the more about infrastructure, improvements, development, RHP. Also, comments about the green roofs. Thank you.
So housing development, great topic. Some interesting, very interesting. Um, we, uh, you know, it's two different ideas, but not started really good robust education. Just affordable housing. Well, garden. But, you know, it was very interesting.
So a lot of us are on the same page when it comes to transportation. I think this was something we could all agree on. Some of the common threats, BLM needs a little work. If you want to get anywhere on the weekends or after 5 o'clock, you are going to struggle. We agree that we need to work very closely with the county to try to fix that. People are worried about the state of our sidewalks. It's safe to walk around. Are there safe? Are the traffic lights working? We love vibrant downtown, we love vibrant neighborhoods, but vibrancy comes to the ability to walk around safely. Folks mentioned that they want bike lanes within the city. We have some wide streets here in Boston. Let's use them to their maximum capacity. People are worried about potholes, within reason. They are an obstacle. They can just drive safely. People are concerned about parking in residential neighborhoods. They feel that people who own homes should be able to have spots to park their cars, as well as when you're shopping, you have a safe, clean, well-lit parking garage to place your car so you can enjoy your time out. And speeding, dangerous driving activities are concerned as well. people sometimes drive really fast, pay attention. But yeah, we are all big games when it comes to getting around Mount Vernon. And people also mentioned that they like to do little shuttles. So they do. Well,
So we got thankful.